My child, stop what you are doing right now. Yes, you. I am interrupting your day on purpose. This is not an accident. This is not coincidence. I placed this message in front of you because I have something urgent to say, and it cannot wait. I need your full attention, for this moment has been written into your story since before you took your first breath. This is not a casual word. This is a divine appointment. I am speaking to you directly, and every word you are about to hear is meant for your spirit. You have asked me for a sign, and here it is. You have wondered if I hear you, if I see you, if I still walk with you, and I say to you now, yes, I do. I have never left you, not for a single moment. Do not dismiss this. Do not walk away. For if you turn your heart aside now, you will miss the very blessing heaven has prepared to release over your life in this hour. I am drawing you near because there are things I must place in your heart that will shape your steps, heal your wounds, and unlock what has been shut for so long. This message is alive with my presence. It carries the breath of heaven, and it is yours. You cannot afford to treat this lightly. Do not allow the noise around you, the distractions of your mind, or the whispers of doubt to pull you away. Stay, listen, and receive. This is urgent because your moment has come. You stand at a threshold, a turning point that will not come again in the same way. I am calling to you with the voice of eternity, with the authority of your Savior, and with the love of a Father who will not allow you to drift any further without truth and hope being spoken over you. My child, this cannot wait. This is for you, right now. My beloved child, lean closer now, for I need you to feel the weight of my words. I am not speaking from afar. I am not a distant voice echoing in the heavens. I am near, closer than your own breath, nearer than your very heartbeat. I have walked with you through every shadowed valley, every storm that seemed too strong to endure, and every silent night when you thought you were utterly alone. I was there. I have always been there. You may not have felt me, but I never left you, not even for a moment. I saw you on those nights when tears fell silently onto your pillow, when your body was weary, but your mind would not rest. I heard the cries you whispered into the darkness, words you could not even fully form because your heart was too heavy to speak them aloud. I collected every tear, I recorded every sigh, and I carried every unspoken prayer to the throne of heaven. You may have thought no one noticed, but I noticed. You may have believed your cries disappeared into the air, but they reached me, and they have never been ignored. Do you remember the moments when you felt abandoned, when you questioned if I cared, when you even wondered if I existed at all? My child, I was right beside you, holding you up when your strength was gone. I was the reason you made it through nights that threatened to break you. I was the unseen hand that steadied you when you were too weak to keep standing. I was the whisper that told you to try again when everything in you screamed to give up. You did not survive because you were strong, you survived because I was with you, carrying you when you could not carry yourself. You are not forgotten. Do you understand that? From the beginning of time, before the foundations of the earth were laid, I knew your name. I formed you with my own hands, shaping every detail of your being with intention and love. I placed gifts inside you that no one else carries in the same way. I made you unique, chosen, set apart for a purpose that only you can fulfill. You have never been an accident, never been overlooked, never been insignificant. Even when the world tried to label you, when people misunderstood you, when voices around you told you that you were not enough, I spoke a louder word over you, mine. Comment, Father. You are my greatest joy if He has brought light into your life. I have called you my beloved. I have claimed you as my own. I have watched over you from the moment you took your first breath until this very second. Every detail of your life matters to me, the moments of joy, the moments of sorrow, the victories, the failures, the questions, and the fears. There is not a single part of you that escapes my gaze. You are fully seen. You are fully known. And you are fully loved. I know the battles you have faced that no one else knows about. I know the wounds you carry deep inside, hidden from the world, masked behind a smile that others believe but that never quite reaches your eyes. I know the disappointments you have endured, the betrayal that cut so deep you wondered if you would ever trust again, the seasons of silence when you begged me for an answer and all you heard was stillness. I know it all, and I never turned away. I never judged you for your doubts. I never abandoned you in your weakness. Instead, I grew closer. I bent low to lift you up, even when you did not recognize my hand upon you. My love for you is not fragile. It is not shaken by your failures, nor does it waver when you stumble. I have seen your worst days, and I have loved you still. I have watched you fall, and instead of walking away, I reached down to raise you again. You cannot scare me away with your brokenness. You cannot drive me from you with your imperfections. My love is stronger than your shame, greater than your regrets, deeper than your fears. Nothing you have done and nothing you will ever do can separate you from my love. You have asked yourself at times, am I really chosen? Am I really loved by God? Could He truly care about someone like me? And my answer to you is simple and unchanging, yes. 1,000 times, yes. I chose you before you chose me. I loved you before you even knew my name. I set my affection on you before the world ever tried to tell you that you were not worthy. My love is not based on your performance. It does not rise and fall depending on how well you think you are doing. My love is constant, unchanging, eternal. I love you because I am love, and because you are mine. When you were broken, I loved you. When you were lost, I pursued you. When you were weary, I carried you. When you doubted, I remained faithful. I have never once turned my back on you, and I never will. My covenant with you is sealed in blood, the blood I shed on the cross for your salvation. That was not just for humanity in general. That was for you, personally, individually. I bore your pain, your sin, your shame, so that you would never again have to carry it alone. Do not forget this. My child, you were worth everything to me. And still you are. Even now, as you hear these words, I am whispering to your spirit, reminding you that you are not just another face in the crowd. You are my treasure, the delight of my heart, the one I sing over with joy. Heaven rejoices over your life because you are precious to me. I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands. I have written your story into eternity. You may feel overlooked by others, but you have never once been overlooked by me. You are always before my eyes, always on my mind, always in my heart. When the nights were long and you felt invisible, I saw you. When you prayed prayers you thought were too small for me to notice, I listened intently. When you walked into rooms where no one acknowledged your presence, I surrounded you with mine. You have never been invisible to me. You have always been seen, always been known, always been loved. And I need you to know this truth now, deeply and unshakably. You are chosen. Out of all the people in the world, I have placed my hand upon you. You were born for such a time as this. You have a destiny written in my book, a path prepared for you that no one else can walk. Others may try to take your place. Others may try to imitate your calling, but no one can fulfill what I have uniquely designed you to do. You are my chosen vessel, and I will use you in ways that will astonish even you. So do not despise your journey. Do not look at your scars as signs of failure. They are marks of survival, proof that you have walked through the fire and not been consumed, that you have been through the storm and not been drowned. Every battle you faced was shaping you. Every season of silence was teaching you to trust. Every delay was preparing you for something greater. Nothing has been wasted. Not one tear, not one sigh, not one night of pain have been meaningless. All of it hath been woven into the tapestry of your story, and I will use it for good. We warmly welcome your support for our channel. Our goal is to bring joy and spread devotion to God. Should you wish to help us, you can use the Super Thanks button below. I know you still wonder if your prayers matter. You whisper them quietly, unsure if they reach beyond your own ceiling. But hear me clearly, every prayer has reached my throne. Every word spoken in faith, even when you doubted, has been heard. I do not ignore the cries of my children. I bend my ear to your voice, and I respond in my perfect timing. There may be moments you cannot yet see the answers, but I am moving, I am working, I am orchestrating things beyond your understanding. Trust that your prayers are never in vain. You are not forgotten, my child. You never have been. From the moment you were conceived, I knew you. I have counted every hair on your head. I know every thought before you think it, every word before it leaves your lips. I know the deepest desires of your heart, even the ones you have not dared to speak aloud. And I delight in you. You are the apple of my eye, the joy set before me, the one I will never forsake. So lift your head. Shake off the lies that tell you otherwise. Reject the whispers that say you are unworthy, unloved, or abandoned. I am telling you the truth now, and my truth is stronger than every lie. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are chosen, set apart, and called by name. You are never alone, and you are not forgotten. My precious child, now I will speak to the very depths of your soul, to the places you have hidden from others, and even tried to hide from yourself. I know the weight you have carried, the weariness that has settled into your bones, and the questions that echo in your mind when the night is long and silence surrounds you. I know the loneliness that sometimes grips your heart, the ache of betrayal that still lingers like an unhealed wound, and the prayers you have prayed that seem to fall unanswered into the void. I know the doubts that whisper, has he forgotten me? Has he turned his face away? And I tell you now with all authority and all tenderness, I saw it all, I heard it all, and I never left you. Do you remember the times when your heart broke in secret? When you smiled before others but wept alone where no one could see? I was there in that hidden place. I felt every tremor of your soul. I heard every cry, even the ones too painful for words. When you thought no one noticed the storm raging inside you, I noticed. When you thought you were invisible in your suffering, I was gazing at you with unbroken attention. My child, I was not absent. I was holding you, even when your arms were too weak to hold on to me. And yes, I saw the betrayals. I saw when those you trusted turned away. when words that should have been kind became sharp weapons against you. I saw when promises were broken, when friends abandoned you, when love you offered was not returned. I felt the sting with you. I stood beside you as your heart cracked under the weight of rejection. You asked, Lord, why would you allow this? And my answer is this: it was never to destroy you, never to diminish your worth, never to punish you. It was to reveal who truly belongs by your side and to refine the treasure within you that betrayal could never steal. You are stronger than the lies that were spoken against you. You are greater than the wounds inflicted by others. You are mine, and no betrayal can change that. I saw when you prayed desperately for answers that did not seem to come, when you pleaded for healing, for provision, for clarity, and the heavens seemed silent. I know how heavy that silence felt. I know the frustration that built up in your spirit when days turned into months, and months into years, with no visible breakthrough. I know the nights you whispered, Lord, have you forgotten me? Have you turned away? Am I speaking into nothing? And I say to you now with certainty, I never ignored you. I never turned away. Every prayer reached me. Every word touched my heart. A delay was not abandonment. The silence was not rejection. The waiting was not punishment with preparation. Think of the seed buried deep in the ground. To the eye it looks as though nothing is happening, but beneath the soil, life is being formed. Roots are spreading, foundations are being established, and in due season, it will break through the surface and reveal its beauty. That is what I have been doing in you. While you thought nothing was changing, I was strengthening your roots, building your character, and preparing you to carry the weight of what I have destined for you. If I had given you everything you asked for when you asked, it would not have been the blessing you longed for, it would have been a burden you could not yet bear. I love you too much to give prematurely what could crush you. So I made you wait, not to harm you, but to prepare you. And yes, I saw your doubts. I saw when you questioned my love, when you wondered if I had truly called you, when you whispered, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe he has moved on to someone else. I saw when you thought faith was slipping through your fingers like sand, when you clung to hope but it felt as though it was fading. And still, I did not condemn you. I did not turn my face away. Instead, I drew near. I whispered truth into your weary heart. I shielded you when your faith was weak. Even when you doubted me, I never doubted you. Even when you pulled away, I stayed. Even when your grip loosened, I held you tighter. Your trials have not been punishment. I am not a cruel father who delights in watching his children suffer. I take no joy in your tears, no pleasure in your pain. My heart has ached with you, my eyes have wept with you, my spirit has borne your sorrows. But I allowed the storms, the silence, the battles, not to break you, but to shape you. I allowed them so that when the fire burned, it would refine you like gold. So that when the winds howled, your roots would dig deeper into me. So that when the enemy tried to crush you, you would rise with a strength that could only come from my presence within you. You have wondered why your journey has been so hard, why the road has been filled with obstacles, why the weight has felt unbearable at times. And now I tell you the truth, because I was building something eternal in you. I was stripping away what could not last. I was removing the shallow things that could not carry you into your destiny. I was forging resilience in you, teaching you perseverance, and awakening a faith that does not depend on circumstances but rests securely in who I am. You are not the same person you were before the trials began. You are stronger. You are wise. You are pure. And though the scars remain, they shine as marks of victory, reminders that you endured and overcame. Say, I belong to you, Jesus, if you found your purpose in him. My child, I have never left you, not for a moment. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking through the silence. Even when you thought I was absent, I was closer than ever. Even when you thought I had abandoned you, I was carrying you. I walked with you through the valley. I shielded you from destruction. I held back storms that would have consumed you. You did not see the countless dangers I removed, the arrows of the enemy I intercepted, the traps that were set for you that I destroyed before you ever stumbled into them. You did not see the ways I sustained you when you thought you had nothing left. But I was there, always there. The pain you carried has not been wasted. The loneliness has carved space in your heart for deeper intimacy with me. The betrayal has opened your eyes to discern who is truly for you and who is not. The unanswered prayers have stretched your faith and positioned you for miracles greater than what you imagined. The doubts have humbled you, reminding you that your strength is not in yourself but in me. All of it has worked together for your good, though you could not see it at the time. So hear me clearly now. The trials were not punishment, they were preparation. You are not being disqualified, you are being refined. You are not being abandoned, you are being equipped. You are not being destroyed, you are being made ready for greater things than you have seen before. When you felt unworthy, I declared you chosen. When you felt forgotten, I whispered your name. When you felt broken, I called you whole. When you felt defeated, I lifted you into victory. Do not look at your past seasons as wasted years. They have been the foundation for what I am about to do. You are stepping into a new chapter, and the very pain that once threatened to destroy you will become the testimony that lifts you higher. My beloved, you have carried your cross through valleys of tears, but now you will see resurrection. You have endured the night, but morning is breaking. You have survived the wilderness, and now the promised land is ahead. Do not despise the struggle, for it has written strength into your soul. Do not despise the waiting, for it has aligned your heart with mine. And do not despise the scars, for they are proof of the battles you survived with me by your side. So lift your eyes, my child. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not unloved. I have been with you in every season, and I am with you now. What once was sorrow will turn to joy. What once was delay will turn to fulfillment. What once was trial will turn to testimony. I have never left you, and I never will. My beloved child, now that I have reminded you of my presence and shown you that your struggles were not in vain, I must call you to something urgent. This is not the time to be casual. This is not the time to drift into distraction or let your heart wander. I am speaking to you with the authority of eternity, and if you turn away now, if you brush off these words as just another moment, you may miss what I have aligned specifically for this hour of your life. You have asked me for a sign again and again. You have prayed, Lord, show me that you are with me. Show me that you hear me. Show me that you have not forgotten me. And I am answering now. This very moment, these very words are the sign you sought. But I must warn you, if you ignore it, if you walk away from it, if you allow doubt or distraction to steal it, you will delay the blessing that has already been released from heaven. This is a sacred intersection in your journey. If you choose to remain, to listen, to hold these words close, you will step into breakthrough. But if you dismiss them, you will walk past what I have been preparing. My child, you do not understand how important this moment is. Heaven has been orchestrating it long before you even thought to ask. Angels have been positioned, doors have been unlocked, chains are ready to fall. But you must receive this word with faith and with focus. Do not let the enemy whisper lies in your ear right now. Do not let him tell you this is just coincidence, just another message. He knows the truth. He knows that if you receive this word and hold on to it, the strongholds he has built in your life will crumble. That is why he will try to distract you, why he will tempt you to scroll away, to doubt, to dismiss. Resist to him. Guard this moment as holy. There are some moments that change the entire trajectory of your life, and this is one of them. You may not fully see it now, but as you yield your attention to me, as you lean into my words, you will look back on this moment as the turning point. Do not treat it lightly. Do not let your mind wander. Fix your heart on me. Think of how my people marched around the walls of Jericho. For 6 days they heard nothing, saw nothing change. Yet I instructed them to stay focused, to walk in silence, to obey without distraction. On the 7th day, when they shouted in unity, the walls fell instantly. What if they had grown tired and given up on the 6th day? What if they had been distracted and walked away before the final shout? They would have missed their miracle. My child, your moment is like that 7th day. The walls that have stood tall in your life, the obstacles that seemed unmovable, are about to fall. But only if you stay until the end. Only if you remain present in this divine appointment. I am releasing a breakthrough in this very hour. You may not see it yet, but even as you listen, chains are being broken. Fear is loosening its grip. Generational curses are weakening. Angels are moving at my command to position you for the blessing that has been delayed. Do not turn away. Do not miss this. What is unfolding now is not something that will repeat in the same way. This is your moment, your divine setup, your appointed time. Remember the man by the pool of Bethesda. He waited 38 years for healing, and yet when I came to him, I asked, "Do you want to be made well?" If he had turned away in that instant, if he had dismissed my question, he would have missed the miracle that was standing right in front of him. I am asking you now, my child, do you want to be made whole? Do you want the healing, the breakthrough, the deliverance you have been asking for? Then stay with me. Listen closely. Do not let this moment pass you by. I know the enemy has tried to convince you that nothing changes, that your prayers fall flat, that you are destined to remain where you are. But I tell you with authority, the moment you truly receive my word and act on it, everything shifts. This is not empty encouragement. This is not wishful thinking. This is the reality of heaven invading your life. But you must choose to believe it. You must choose to receive it. Consider how many times you asked me for direction and felt as though I was silent. Yet here I am now, speaking directly to you, pouring truth into your spirit. Do not harden your heart. Do not let the voice of doubt drown out what I am saying. This is not random. This is not chance. This is me. If you walk away now, you will delay what I have already written into your story. I must warn you, there is danger in distraction. When you let the noise of the world overtake my voice, you lose the clarity I am giving. When you rush past the stillness, you forfeit the peace I am pouring out. When you treat my word as optional, you cut yourself off from the power it carries. My child, do not do this. Do not let the enemy rob you of this hour. Hyper-focus. Guard your attention. This moment is holy. Right, yes, Lord. I surrender if you've laid it all at his feet. Think of Martha, who busied herself with many tasks, while Mary sat at my feet and listened. Martha was distracted, but Mary received the greater portion. Do not be like Martha now. Do not let the concerns of life pull you away. Be like Mary. Sit at my feet. Listen with your whole heart. For the portion I am giving you now cannot be taken away. I tell you again, this is urgent. The breakthrough you have long prayed for is hovering over you, ready to be released. It requires your attention, your faith, your willingness to stay. Do not miss this. Do not step away. Do not allow your thoughts to wander. I am speaking to you directly, and if you receive me now, you will see what you have been waiting for. You have cried, Lord, send me a sign. This is your sign. You have begged, Lord, speak to me. I am speaking. You have asked, Lord, show me that you are still with me. I am showing you now. Do not ignore it. Do not explain it away. Do not let unbelief blind you to what is happening. You are standing in the very moment you prayed for. To dismiss it would be to turn your back on the answer you have been seeking. My beloved, treat this word like treasure. Guard it like a seed. Let it take root in your heart. Do not let the birds of distraction snatch it away. Do not let the thorns of doubt choke it out. Let it grow. Let it bear fruit. For what you hold on to now will bring forth a harvest you cannot imagine. So I call to you again. Stay. Listen. Receive. Do not miss this. Do not walk away from the blessing that is unfolding even now. I am here, and I am speaking. This is your moment. This is your sign. And if you remain with me, you will not leave the same way you came. My beloved child, because you have chosen to remain, because you have leaned in and received my words with reverence, I now open to you the treasure of my promises. Hear me clearly, for I do not speak in riddles. I speak with certainty, and what I declare cannot be undone. This is the hour of breakthrough, and it begins now. The chains that have held you for so long are breaking. The invisible weights that pressed upon your heart, the cycles that seemed unending, the patterns of fear and despair that returned again and again, they are shattering under the power of my presence. You will not live bound any longer. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom, and I am releasing that freedom over you. The voices of shame that told you that you are not enough are being silenced. The chains of guilt that tried to bind you to your past are falling. The lies of the enemy that told you you would never be free are crumbling. My child, you are stepping into liberty. You are walking into a new day. The doors that were once closed are opening before you. I know you knocked and heard nothing. I know you tried again and again, only to find rejection, delay, and disappointment. But hear me, those doors were closed because it was not yet time. You thought I had forgotten you, but I was preparing you. You thought I had abandoned you, but I was aligning what you could not see. Now, in this season, the doors that no man could open are swinging wide. Opportunities you never imagined are being placed before you. Connections that seemed impossible are being arranged. I'm making a way where there was no way. I am doing what only I can do, and when it happens, you will know without doubt. This was my hand. Healing is near, healing for your body, your mind, and your soul. I see the sickness that has tormented you, the pain that has lingered, the diagnosis that made you fear the future. But my child, I am your healer. I bore stripes on my back for your healing. Even now, my power is moving through you. Restoration is being released into every cell, every organ, every part of you that has been under attack. Do not fear. Do not give in to despair. This is not the end for you. This is a new beginning. But the healing I bring is not only physical. I am healing your mind from the torment of anxiety, depression, and fear. The nights when thoughts would not let you rest, when dread gripped your chest, when hopelessness whispered that there was no point in trying again, I saw them all. And now I speak peace to your mind. Be still. Receive my calm. I am breaking the cycle of torment. I am silencing the storm inside of you. From this day forward, peace will be your portion. I am healing your heart as well. The betrayals, the losses, the disappointments that cut so deep they will no longer define you. I am pouring oil over your wounds, restoring the places that felt shattered beyond repair. I'm making you whole again. The bitterness that tried to take root is being uprooted. The unforgiveness that weighed on your soul is being lifted. I am giving you the grace to release, the strength to forgive, and the courage to move forward free from the past. You will not walk in the shadow of yesterday any longer. You will walk in the light of newness. My child, I am not only restoring what was lost, I am multiplying. In your relationships, where there hath been distance, I will bring reconciliation. Where there has been loneliness, I will bring companionship. Where there has been brokenness, I will bring unity. Trust me to mend what you cannot. Trust me to align hearts, to soften the hardened, to draw together what the enemy tried to tear apart. In your finances, I am opening streams of provision. The lack you experienced was not forever. The closed doors of opportunity were not the final word. I am releasing favor over you. I am bringing increase where there was decrease, abundance where there was lack. I am teaching you to trust me as your provider, to see that I am the one who multiplies the little and makes it enough. As I fed the multitudes with 5 loaves and 2 fish, so I will take what you have and expand it beyond what you can imagine. Type amen to unlock your miracle and share this divine word to bless others. Stop scrolling. This is not a coincidence, and it is not just another message among many. This is an urgent word sent directly from my heart to yours. I, the Lord your God, have interrupted your day because I cannot allow you to pass by this moment. You have been searching, questioning, and crying out in silence, and I will not let you miss the answer I prepared for you. Do not treat these words lightly, for they carry the weight of eternity. If you walk away now, you will walk away from the very confirmation you asked me for, the sign you longed to see, the breakthrough you have been begging me to release. This is not for everyone. This is for you. My eyes have been fixed on you, and I will not allow this word to pass without reaching the depths of your soul. My beloved child, I know the battles you have fought that no one else has seen. I know the nights when you wiped away tears so no one would notice. The mornings when you forced yourself to stand when your heart felt too weak to keep going. You have been holding on by a thread at times, whispering prayers that you feared were too small for heaven to hear. But I tell you now, every whisper has reached me. Every sigh has touched my heart. You have not gone unnoticed, and you are not forgotten. You are here in this moment because I drew you here. I orchestrated this encounter because I am about to confirm what you already feel stirring inside. Your season of waiting, striving, and enduring has not been in vain. Do not ignore this word. Do not scroll away and let the enemy snatch it from you. Stay, listen, and open your heart, because within these words lies the very answer you have been waiting for. You asked me if your effort was worth it, if your patience would ever bear fruit, if your grit would ever lead to victory. Hear me now. You finally did it. And I am about to show you what I have been preparing all along. My child, hear me clearly now. You finally did it. You reached the place I knew you would reach all along. You pushed through the storms that were meant to break you, and you did not give up even when everything around you told you to quit. You held on when others walked away. You kept moving forward when your strength was drained. You stood in the fire, and though it burned, you came out stronger than before. This moment you are living in now is not an accident. It is the fruit of your patience, your hustle, and your grit. And I, your God, am proud of you. You may have thought I was punishing you, but every trial was shaping you. Every closed door was protection. Every delay was preparation. I was never against you, I was always for you. I was building the strength inside of you that no one could steal. I was teaching you to stand on solid ground when the earth beneath your feet was shaking. I was molding you, not breaking you. I was carving out the weakness so that the beauty of endurance could shine through you. What you faced was not wasted. It was my refining fire, and now you stand ready for what is coming. I saw every night you cried yourself to sleep and wondered if your tears mattered. I tell you now, not a single tear was wasted. I gathered each one and kept them close to my heart. I watched as you fought silent battles that no one else even noticed. You thought no one cared, but I cared. You thought no one was listening, but I was listening. In the moments when you felt most alone, I was holding you. When you thought you were at your weakest, I was carrying you. Every lonely night was filled with my presence, even when you could not see me. And every silent prayer was heard, even when the answer seemed far away. Now the time has come. You have reached the place where I can say to you with joy, you made it. You endured. You remained faithful. You held on to hope when it would have been easier to give in to despair. You finally did it, and now the blessing I have promised is ready to unfold before your very eyes. Comment, yes, Lord, I receive it if the message touched you. My beloved child, I want you to listen closely, because I am about to take you back through the road you have walked, and I will show you that I was with you every step. You have carried pain that you never wanted to carry. You have felt the sting of betrayal from people you trusted with your whole heart. You have faced disappointment after disappointment, and in those moments you wondered if I had turned away from you. But I never turned away. I was there in the shadows, standing guard over you, even when you thought I was silent. Every prayer you prayed in secret rose before me like incense, and I never ignored them. I saw every moment when you cried out, Lord, why me? Why this? Why so long? And though the answers seemed delayed, I was listening, and I was working behind the scenes. You have known what it feels like to be abandoned by people who once promised they would stay. Friends who walked away, loved ones who failed you, voices that once spoke encouragement but later turned to criticism and doubt. My child, I saw the wound that left in your heart. I saw you question your worth. I saw you blame yourself for things that were never your fault. I saw how you smiled in front of others while you cried in silence when you were alone. I collected those tears, each one like a precious jewel, and I held them close to me. Nothing you have gone through has been wasted. You remember the nights when you felt so tired you wanted to give up. You sat in the dark and whispered words you thought no one would ever hear, but I heard them. You thought you were speaking into emptiness, but those whispers reached my throne. Not one cry escaped my notice. Even when you felt numb, even when you said nothing at all but simply sat in silence, I knew what was in your heart. I knew the questions you did not even have the strength to ask. You thought no one saw you, but I saw you. You thought you were forgotten, but I never forgot you. There were days when the doors slammed shut in front of you. Opportunities you thought would change everything suddenly slip out of your hands. People told you no when you thought they would say yes. Plans you worked so hard to build crumbled before your eyes. You felt like you were going backward instead of forward. You asked me why it seemed like everyone else was moving ahead while you were stuck. My child, I need you to know that those delays were not denials. I was not holding you back to hurt you. I was holding you back to prepare you. If I had opened those doors too soon, you would not have been ready to walk through them. If I had given you what you asked for at that moment, it would have crushed you, not blessed you. I loved you too much to let you step into something before the right time. And the betrayals, you felt them deeply. You trusted people who broke that trust. You gave love and loyalty, and in return you received wounds and silence. You thought, if people closest to me can betray me, how can I trust anyone again? I saw how hard it became for you to open your heart again. I saw how fear tried to build walls around you. But even in that pain, I was working. Even in that betrayal, I was protecting. Some people had to leave, no matter how much it hurt, because their presence in your future would have poisoned what I am now preparing for you. I know you didn't understand it then, but one day you will see why it had to happen. You also wrestled with doubt. Doubt about yourself, doubt about the future, doubt even about me. You asked God, are you even real? Do you still hear me? Have you forgotten me? I never condemned you for those questions. I never turned my face away because of your weakness. I understood your doubt because I saw the weight you were carrying. I knew the burden on your shoulders was heavy. And in those moments of doubt, I stayed closer than you realized. I did not let you fall apart. I kept your heart beating when it wanted to stop. I kept your mind from breaking under the pressure. I gave you just enough strength to keep moving forward, even when you thought you couldn't take another step. My beloved, I also know the shame you carried, the moments you thought, maybe I am the reason nothing is working out. Maybe I am the failure. But I tell you today, you are not a failure. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. Every delay, every closed door, every broken relationship, every lonely night was part of shaping you into the person you are today. You think you were weak, but I saw strength. You think you were falling apart, but I saw resilience. You think you were being overlooked, but I was watching over you every moment. Do you remember those times when you smiled in front of everyone, but when you came home, you collapsed in exhaustion, your soul aching with questions you couldn't put into words? I was right there, sitting beside you. When you laid your head down on your pillow with tears running down your face, I was holding you. When you whispered, God, just give me one reason to keep going, I became the reason. Every morning you woke up after a night you thought you wouldn't survive. That was my hand lifting you. Every time you found yourself laughing again after seasons of sadness, that was my joy returning to you. We live for this mission, to bring happiness into your lives and to bring you closer to God. Every single drop of support from you means the world to us. Please, if you can, show your love through the super thanks button. My child, nothing you went through escaped my sight. Not the quiet moments of despair, not the loud cries of pain, not the anger you felt when life seemed unfair. I carried all of it with you. I held your hand through the storm, even when you didn't feel me. I carried you when your legs were too tired to walk. I whispered to your heart when your ears could not hear my voice. You thought you were forgotten, but you were engraved on the palm of my hand. You thought you were invisible, but you were always in my sight. Now hear this truth and let it sink deep into your soul. You were never unseen. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. I was with you in the fire. I was with you in the storm. I was with you in the silence. And every prayer you prayed, I heard it. Every tear you cried, I caught it. Every question you asked, I listened. You are my child, and I have been walking beside you all along. You have carried the weight of years of waiting, of disappointments that seemed endless, of dreams that felt like they were fading. But all of it was seen, all of it was known, and all of it is now being redeemed. The pain you endured will not be wasted. The tears you cried will water the ground where your blessing is about to grow. The prayers you whispered in desperation will now return as testimonies of my faithfulness. I never left you, I never turned away, and I never will. My beloved, let this truth be louder than your doubts. You were never unseen, you were never forgotten, and you were never unloved. Everything you endured has brought you here, to this very moment, and now you will see the reward of your patience, your endurance, and your faith. My beloved child, now listen carefully, for I am declaring something new over your life. The waiting season you have carried for so long has come to an end. The heavy weight of delay, the endless cycle of not yet and maybe later, has finally lifted. You have walked through years where it felt like nothing was moving, where every step seemed harder than the one before, and where hope was stretched so thin you wondered if it would break. But now, I say to you with all authority, that chapter is closed. The season of waiting has finished. You have crossed over into the season of fulfillment. I am the one who opens doors no man can shut, and I tell you today, I have opened a door for you. This door was not created by human hands, and no power on earth can close it. This door is not the result of luck or coincidence, but the work of my own hand. I carved it into your story before you were even born, and now I have swung it wide for you to walk through. For every door that slammed shut in your face, for every opportunity that slipped away, for every chance that was stolen by delay, I now replace it with a door that no one can take away. You do not need to push against it. You do not need to beg for it to open. I have already unlocked it, and I stand here inviting you to step through it with boldness. You will see victory now, and it will not be hidden. No one will be able to deny what I am doing in your life. For a long time, your victories were quiet, unseen by others, known only in your heart and in my presence. But now, I will make your triumph visible. Those who doubted you will see it. Those who questioned your faith will see it. Those who thought you would never rise will witness the testimony of my hand upon you. I am not only answering your prayers, I am making your life a living testimony of what happens when my child refuses to give up. You remember the times you whispered to yourself, "When will it be my turn?" My beloved, this is your turn. This is your moment. The door that has opened is not small, it is great. It is not weak, it is strong. And the blessings that flow through it will not be temporary, but lasting. I am releasing breakthroughs that no enemy can snatch from you. I am restoring the years that felt stolen. I'm multiplying what was once broken. And I am doing it in a way that everyone will know it could only have been me. You have waited long, but now the waiting is over. You have sown in tears, but now you will reap in joy. You endured the silence, but now you will hear songs of celebration. You stood in faith when there was no evidence, and now I will flood you with evidence so undeniable that you will have to lift your hands in awe. What I am doing in this season will not only bless you, but it will also silence the lies that tried to haunt you. Every voice that said you were forgotten will be silenced by the proof of my faithfulness in your life. My beloved child, step forward. Do not hesitate at the threshold. Do not let fear hold you back now. You have been prepared for this moment. You have been refined for this season. You have been strengthened for this door. You are not too late, and you are not unworthy. This is not a trick or a test, it is my gift to you. The very things you prayed for, the very promises you held on to when everything around you said give up, are now unfolding before your eyes. Type I choose faith over fear if you're pressing forward. I tell you again, the waiting season has ended. I am bringing forth fruit where the ground once seemed barren. I am shining light in places that were once covered in shadows. I am filling the empty spaces of your life with blessings that overflow. This is your turning point. This is the moment where everything begins to change. And from this point forward, your story will not be defined by waiting, but by fulfillment. So rejoice, my child. Lift your head. Stand tall. For I have opened the door that no man can shut, and I have declared victory over you. It will be visible, it will be undeniable, and it will be everlasting. You have finally stepped into the season you have been praying for, and nothing can stop what I am about to do. My beloved child, now that you have crossed into this new season, I want you to see clearly the reward I have prepared for you. The long nights, the lonely prayers, the battles no one else saw, the patience you carried, and the grit you refused to lose, none of it was wasted. Every moment has led to this. And now, I, the Lord your God, am pouring out blessings that will cover every part of your life. These blessings are not small, not temporary, not fleeting. They are lasting, overflowing, and complete. I am giving you peace, the kind of peace this world cannot offer and cannot take away. This peace will calm your restless heart and silence the noise of fear. You once lay awake at night, worried about tomorrow, anxious about what would come next, but now my peace will let you rest. It will guard your mind like a shield. Where confusion once ruled, clarity will now guide you. Where fear once whispered, courage will now rise. My peace will be the foundation that keeps you steady, no matter what storm tries to come. I'm also bringing provision into your life. The days when you struggled, when you wondered if there would be enough, when you counted what you had and found it lacking, those days will be replaced with my abundance. I provided manna in the wilderness for my people, and I will provide for you. I multiplied bread and fish to feed thousands, and I will multiply what is in your hands. Do not fear lack, for I am your provider. I will supply all your needs, and I will surprise you with blessings you never expected. provision will flow in such a way that you will know without a doubt it was me. Restoration is also coming. What you lost, what was stolen, what was broken, I will restore. I will restore joy where sorrow tried to live. I will restore relationships that were wounded and bring healing to places you thought could never be whole again. I will restore the strength of your spirit where life once drained it. Nothing is too broken for me to rebuild. Nothing is too lost for me to return. The years that you thought were wasted are not wasted at all, for I will redeem them. You will look back and see how even the hardest seasons were setting the stage for greater glory. Healing will be your portion as well. Healing for your body, healing for your mind, healing for your heart. Every scar you carry, every pain that still lingers, every memory that still hurts, I am touching them now with my hand. I am the healer who binds the wounds of the brokenhearted and makes them whole again. Where sickness tried to take your strength, I will bring renewal. Where anxiety tried to steal your joy, I will bring calmness. Where grief tried to weigh you down, I will lift you up. Healing will flow like rivers through your life, and you will walk lighter, freer, and stronger than ever before. And yes, my child, I am giving you joy. Real joy, not the shallow joy this world offers. This joy will not fade when circumstances change. It will not vanish when trials come. It will remain, rooted in my love for you. This joy will lift you. It will brighten your spirit. It will cause you to laugh again without fear of tomorrow. It will be like the morning sun after a long night of darkness. You will dance again. You will smile again, and you will see that joy was always waiting for you on the other side of the pain. My beloved, understand this. Your perseverance has positioned you for this overflow. Many gave up in the middle, but you did not. Many turned back, but you pressed forward. You held on when the road was rough, and now the fruit of that endurance is being released. Your faithfulness has not gone unnoticed. Your trust has not been forgotten. Because you stayed, because you endured, because you continued even when you wanted to quit, I am now pouring out blessings beyond what you imagined. You wondered if the miracle was ever coming. You asked me, Lord, have you forgotten what you promised me? But I never forgot. A miracle was always in the making. Like a seed hidden beneath the soil, it was growing even when you could not see it. The roots were spreading deep, the foundation was forming strong, and now it is breaking through the surface. What you prayed for in secret will now be seen in the open. What you carried in hope will now be carried in your hands. The miracle you thought was delayed has been right on time all along, and now it unfolds before you. Do not think these blessings are just for a moment, my child. They are not temporary gifts. They are part of a greater plan. They will not fade away like a passing season. They are the beginning of a new chapter filled with my goodness. You will walk in peace daily. You will live in provision without fear. You will experience restoration that makes you whole. You will carry healing that touches others. You will overflow with joy that cannot be contained. And these blessings will not just remain with you, they will spread through you. Others will see my light in you. They will ask, how did you make it? How did you survive? How did you come out stronger? And you will point to me. Your life will become a testimony, a living story of my faithfulness. What you receive now will bless not only you, but also those around you. You will be a vessel of peace to others, a voice of encouragement to the broken, a witness of healing to the hurting, and a carrier of joy to the weary. Say, God is working even if you can't see it yet. My beloved child, the reward is here. and it is greater than you expected. Your waiting was not wasted. Your endurance was not ignored. Your prayers were not lost. They have all led to this moment of overflow. So lift your hands, lift your heart, and receive it. For I, the Lord your God, am faithful, and I have kept my promise to you. This is your season of blessing, your season of miracles, your season of joy. A miracle has unfolded, and it will never be taken from you. My beloved child, now that I have opened the door and poured out blessings over your life, I need to give you a warning, because every new season carries both promise and danger. The blessings I am releasing are powerful, but you must guard them. Do not allow pride, fear, or the voices of doubt to steal what I have placed in your hands. The enemy would love nothing more than to twist this season of reward into a season of stumbling, but I am telling you now so you will be ready. Be careful not to let pride take root. When you begin to see the blessings unfold, when people start noticing the changes in your life, pride will try to whisper, "You did this all on your own." But you must remember, my child, every good and perfect gift comes from me. Yes, you worked hard. Yes, you endured. But it was my hand that carried you when you were weak, my strength that held you together, and my power that opened the doors. Never forget that without me, none of this would have been possible. Stay humble, and I will continue to lift you higher. The moment you begin to take the glory for yourself, the blessing will lose its sweetness. Humility will protect your blessing. Also, do not let fear steal your joy. When I bless you, the enemy will try to fill your mind with what-ifs. What if this doesn't last? What if it gets taken away? What if I am not ready? Fear will always try to plant seeds of doubt to make you question whether you truly deserve the reward. But I tell you now, fear is a liar. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Do not let your thoughts be ruled by worry. When fear rises, speak my words over your life. Declare that what I have given you no one can take away. Fear will shrink your blessing, but faith will enlarge it. You must also be careful with your voice. Not everything I give you is meant to be shared right away. There are blessings that must remain hidden for a time so they can grow strong before being exposed. If you share them too soon, others may try to tear them down, speak doubt into them, or even plant envy around them. My child, remember Joseph shared his dream too early, and it stirred hatred in his brothers. Not everyone will celebrate your victory. Some will misunderstand it, some will envy it, and some will even try to fight it. Guard what I have given you. Keep some blessings in your heart until I tell you it is time to reveal them. Silence can be a shield. Stay close to me through prayer. Do not let the busyness of blessings pull you away from the very one who gave them. Blessings are meant to draw you closer, not distract you. Prayer will keep your spirit sharp. Prayer will remind you that I am the source of your strength. When you pray, you place your heart back in alignment with mine. When you stop praying, the enemy begins to whisper louder. Stay in prayer, and you will always hear my voice above the noise. Remain in gratitude. Do not let familiarity steal the wonder of what I am doing. It is easy to receive a blessing and then forget how much you once prayed for it. But I call you to live in constant thanksgiving. Gratitude opens the door for more, while ingratitude closes it. Thank me for the little things as much as the big things. Thank me in the morning when you rise. Thank me in the night when you rest. Thank me in the ordinary moments of the day. A grateful heart will never run dry. Stay humble, my child. Humility will protect you from downfall. When others praise you, direct that praise back to me. When others ask how you did it, tell them it was me. When others admire your strength, remind them that my strength was made perfect in your weakness. Pride will make you fall, but humility will keep you rising. The higher I lift you, the deeper your roots in humility must grow. And most of all, stay in faith. There will still be days of testing. There will still be moments when the enemy tries to whisper lies. But faith is your anchor. Faith is the shield that quenches every fiery arrow. Faith is what carried you through the waiting, and faith will carry you into the fullness of your blessing. Do not let doubt undo what faith has already built. When you cannot see, trust me. When you do not understand, hold on to me. Faith is not about seeing everything clearly, it is about trusting the one who holds everything in his hands. My child, I tell you these things not to scare you, but to prepare you. I am entrusting you with more than you had before, and with more comes greater responsibility. Guard your heart. Guard your words. Guard your spirit. Not everyone around you will understand the season you are in. Some will try to speak fear, some will try to question, some will even try to diminish what I have done. Do not allow their voices to be louder than mine. Treasure what I give you, hold it close, and walk carefully with it until the time comes for it to shine openly. Remember, your blessing is not just for you. It is also for others. But if you do not guard it, if you let pride, fear, or doubt steal it, you will not be able to carry it fully. Protect it as you would protect a seed. Water it with prayer, surround it with gratitude, shield it with humility, and grow it with faith. If you do this, the blessing will not only remain but will multiply. So take this warning seriously, my beloved. Do not rush ahead of me. Do not share what must remain hidden. Do not let your guard down. The blessing is here, but the enemy will try to whisper lies. Stand strong. Keep your eyes on me, and I will make sure that nothing and no one can steal what I have given you. This is your sacred season. Protect it, honor it, and walk in it with faith, gratitude, humility, and prayer. If you do this, the blessing will not only stay, but will grow until it overflows into every part of your life and into the lives of others. My beloved child, after all that you have endured, after all the waiting, the battles, the tears, and now the breakthrough, I want you to rest in this truth. You will not walk into this new season alone. I, your Lord, will walk beside you every step of the way. Just as I was with you in the fire of the trial, so I will be with you in the joy of the blessing. Just as I carried you when you were weak, so I will strengthen you as you rise into this new chapter. I will not release you into promise and then abandon you. No, my child, I will remain closer than ever. You will feel my hand guiding you, my voice directing you, and my spirit covering you in every decision, every step, and every moment ahead. Do not be afraid of what is before you, for your future is secure in my hands. You once worried about what tomorrow would bring, but now I want you to rest in this. I hold tomorrow already. I have gone before you to prepare the way. Every path you will walk, I have already walked it. Every challenge you will face, I have already overcome it. Every unknown that makes you feel anxious, I already know. You do not need to figure out the future on your own. You only need to trust me, because I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I hold time in my hands, and I hold you in my heart. And nothing about your life is uncertain to me. What may feel like questions to you are already answers in my plan. I promise you this: your story will not end in silence or shame. Your testimony will shine like a light, and many will be drawn to me because of it. The very battles you thought would destroy you will become the evidence of my faithfulness. The very scars you carry will speak louder than words, showing others that I heal, that I restore, that I lift up those who trust in me. People will look at you and wonder how you survived, how you made it through, how you are standing today with joy and strength, and you will say, "It was the Lord." Your life will point back to me, and that is why I have chosen you, why I have allowed you to walk this path, so that others might see my glory through you. Type Amen to receive your blessing today and share this message so others may be lifted.